Hi, Ronald. What is it that brings you in today?
Well, I'm a very heavy smoker. I smoke about 4 to 5 times a day, and I have been for years. I've made several unsuccessful attempts to quit smoking in the past, and I'm not sure exactly what's preventing me from succeeding, but I know now that I have to quit.
It's great that you even tried to quit in the past. It shows that this is important to you. Tell me a little bit more about your background and why it is that you initially started smoking.
I was growing up during World War II, around the age of 9, and I guess I always saw sailors and soldiers smoking, and I thought it was a common thing to do. I began smoking on a regular basis when I was about 13.
How have these smoking patterns changed over the years? Do you think that there are any factors that have positively or negatively influenced this habit?
I had it under control between my teenage years into early adulthood, but once I opened my own business around the age of 30, my life became very stressful.
So, what you're saying is that you felt smoking was always a release for your stress?
Exactly.
Ronald, I understand from what you've told me that your work life has strongly influenced your smoking habits over the years. I think it is great that you have such a great work ethic and you're trying to manage your stress. I would like to know how important quitting smoking is to you on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not at all important to 10 being very important. What number would you rate yourself regarding this importance of quitting?
I would give it a value of 8. I just can't seem to actually follow through.
It seems that quitting smoking is very important to you. What do you think has been preventing you from quitting smoking in the past?
Well, I have tried 3 or 4 times, but I've always been unsuccessful. Work is extremely important to me, but my family always comes first, and I want to make this change for not only myself, but for them as well.
That was great to hear, Ronald. What would you say that you're prepared to make this change within the next 30 days, or are you still contemplating?
I definitely feel prepared to make this change within the next month.
If you don't mind, take me through a typical day in which you engage in smoking.
It always begins when I'm at work. I usually get interrupted by an employee that wants me to come with them outside for a cigarette and some small talk.
We know that your long-term trigger for smoking is that it has become a routine habit that is very prevalent in your life. But are there any other things that instantly influence you to want to smoke?
First off, the smell is an instant trigger for me, and also having a coworker readily available to smoke with that also buys the cigarettes is almost too convenient.
That's understandable. What are the benefits that smoking provides for you?
It is a huge stress reliever and has become a big aspect of my daily social encounters.
Well, what do you think are the costs of quitting?
I feel like I won't know how to replace the cigarettes with any other stress reliever, and I can't see myself getting into yoga or anything.
There are other options. What are the long-term costs of not quitting smoking to you?
Like I said, my family always comes first, and if I don't want to put their lives in danger by smoking, and I'm also putting my life in danger. Also, I don't want my family to be left unsupported if smoking were to take a toll on my life.
Now tell me what quitting smoking would mean to you and how it would change your life for the better.
I want to set a good example and be a good role model, both in the work environment and at home. And it's easy for me to forget how important my health is, and I think I just need to get my priorities in order.
Okay, Ronald. Now I'd like to talk to you about a goal I would like to set and the steps to take in order to achieve this goal. Is that okay with you?
Yes, it is. And I think it would be a drastic change for me to quit cold turkey. I want to make the change, but it needs to be a progressive change, and I think that would be the most realistic approach.
I agree. I like how specific you are being, and I think to move forward, we should create a timeline that is doable with your hectic work life that you already lead. To start, let's aim to cut back to having just 1 to 2 cigarettes a day for the next month, and the following 2 weeks, just 1 cigarette a day. And from here, if you feel the urge to smoke, we can look into other options such as nicotine replacement therapy. Now that we have discussed both the barriers and the benefits to quitting smoking, I would like you to keep a daily log throughout your process to track your efforts.
I can definitely do that. This may be tough, but I'm definitely willing to give it all that I got.
That's great to hear, Ronald. And don't forget to reward yourself once you've accomplished this goal.
I won't.
Let's figure out a time to meet again and further your tracking efforts.
Great. Thank you for your time.